Welcome to Inside New Zion, the talk show where we explore faith, family, and community. Here are your hosts, William Jr. Miller, his wife, Kristen Miller. This is Inside New Zion.
Welcome back to Inside New Zion, the talk show. We're in season 2, and on today we're going to be interviewing our student athletes. On today, we have Umar, football player from Mallard Creek, my man AJ, basketball player from Harris Road Middle, Anaya Miller, senior cheerleader at Philip O'Berry, and Miss Jordyn Rose, also a cheerleader at Ardrey Hill High School. Welcome them to the show.
Okay, so our first question is for the seniors. Just quickly tell us where you plan on going after your senior year in high school, and if you plan on continuing your sport.
I am committed to A&T University, Aggie Pride, and I am planning on continuing my sport.
I will be attending North Carolina Central University, Big Eagles, and yes, I will be continuing my sport.
All right. So, to my football and basketball players around here, tell us a little bit about the playing football. What position do you play, and what position do you play on the basketball and football court, respectively?
All right. So I play football. So I play left tackle on the O line and DN on the D line.
Me, I play small forward. I can also play guard.
Okay, so my roundtable discussion for any of you, what has been some of the hardest things you've had to deal with cheerleading and your football and basketball? What have been some of the hardest things you have to deal with?
I would say adapting to the schedule that being a student athlete offers. So going to school, then going to practice, then going home, having to do homework, and then repeating the same cycle every day.
I would say just the hardest thing is to stay strong mentally all the way from the start of summer all the way to December, because when it comes to high school football, you really start at the beginning of, not even the summer, but at the start of spring, right after the season ends, and then all the way to when the season's over in December. So I think it would just be staying strong mentally, because after a while you think dang, we've been playing a long time, so it can get tiring on your mind. But I said that's the hardest part, just staying strong mentally.
What about you, AJ?
Say the hardest part is the injuries, and the pain you feel, constantly having to stretch or sit out a few games or events.
Okay. To my cheerleaders, for those that think that cheer may not be hard, what has been some of the hardest trials that you've had to deal with as cheerleaders?
Concussions, bruises,
Heavy on the concussion.
scratches,
Cool.
nosebleeds.
Okay, so has there ever been a time that performing up under those lights in front of crowds that you might have froze up, forgot a play, forgot an assignment, something like that, or forgot a cheer? Has that ever happened?
Yes.
Yes, but I kept going. I did freeze up though.
I stopped.
I laughed and they kept going.
I just stopped. I didn't know.
On the O line, you have people that play next to you, and we all doing the same thing. So you can always ask somebody next to you what the play is. But there have been times where I haven't known the play right before we start. I'm like, what's the play? But I always get the play, or I just use I try to remember what the quarterback was saying before the play starts. But yeah.
Yeah, all the time, but you just gotta go to the next possession.
So with doing cheer and basketball, football, have you all been able to maintain your grades and, through the sport, the practices and stuff like that?
I would say, yeah, I've been able to maintain my grades. Yeah, it hasn't really been a difficulty for me. You just gotta stay focused through the whole season. So yeah.
I would say yes. A lot of coaches offer study hall. You have to do study hall, so I think that helps with maintaining grades.
I've been able to maintain it because I prefer to do schoolwork either at night or early mornings anyway. So when I do that, it doesn't really interfere with sports.
So this question is specifically for Naya. Just so I know that you participated in a college tryout already for cheer. What would you say to people who are going to do that to prepare them?
If you are going to like try out for any college, I think you should just watch their videos and try to adapt to like their style. Whether it's cheer, like you can learn certain cheers that they have, learn certain dances so that you can adapt and be ready. So like when you go, just keep a confident mindset and like make sure that you continue doing what you know that you are able to do.
Okay, Umar, we know that you've been huge on the recruiting trail. Name some of the schools that you visited that in this ride that you've been on.
So the first school that I visited was NC State. I've been there a lot of times for a lot of games. I've been for camps, met the coaches, the head coach, all that. I've been there a lot of times. I've been to Penn State. Their school is really nice. It's like a college town school. Yeah, it's right next to the town. So I mean, they have a lot to offer too, education-wise, and a lot of ways to just be successful at that school. Yeah, I've been to, what else? Liberty University, Coastal, a lot of schools, UNC, UNCC, a lot of schools really, but yeah.
That's what's up. So, what I want to ask you, that cheerleaders, football players, basketball players, so has the journey been worth it? And if you could do it all over again, would you still do the same thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'll do it all over again, for sure.
Yeah, I would.
All right. I want to thank y'all for coming on the show today, and maybe we'll have more student athletes that can share their stories too. That is all that we have for today. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.